Deer hunting is as much a part of Michigan culture as the Detroit Tigers or Mackinac Island Fudge. But there are 250,000 fewer hunters today than just 25 years ago.
There have been numerous surveys, not only in Michigan but nationally, about why folks may stop hunting. It's a lack of access and lack of time would be the top two things. The decline in hunters obviously means less people to hunt the deer, which means more deer on the landscape. So they're out there browsing and feeding on lots of the local plants that we have out there, so there's an impact from that standpoint. And then there's also deer diseases out there which can be impacted by the density. So if you have a high density of deer, there's more likelihood or chance for a deer disease to become an impact within that herd or population.
The receding funds from license sales affects the DNR's budget as well.
Funding for conservation comes through predominantly through license sales. So the deer hunting license sales impact not only the deer hunting conservation, but conservation in general. So I've heard it said once that deer hunting is kind of like the college football program for conservation. So that has a big impact overall for conservation. We've done a lot to try to get more hunters involved, and that's really the direction that we would like to go.
There's a trail going this way with a rub.
We have the capacity for more hunters out there, so that's something we'd love to see.
Here's blood.
2020 was different. Instead of the typical decline, there was a 5% increase in the number of hunters.
It's really impossible to say whether this would be a continued trend. You can take a look at what was different last year. Clearly we've experienced a once-in-a-100-year pandemic scenario, which really shuffled the deck on people's time, what was available, what competing things they had to do. So it really would be impossible to say whether this one year is a trend or not.
Still, the joy of the hunt on a cool fall day keeps the tradition alive for thousands across Michigan.